Hey guys, Amit here, and today we will be seeing the difference between two promise methods, that is promise.all and promise.all settle, and how they differentiate from each other. And so these two methods are basically can be used to run multiple promises asynchronously or simultaneously, and both of these methods will return a single promise which contains the results from all the resolving promises that has been passed to these methods. So first we will be seeing how promise.all works, and for that we have these two promises over here, and both of these promises, as you can see, results right now. Okay, so both of these promises are resolving, and now we will be writing the promise.all over here, and how it works we will be seeing right now. So we will be writing promise, and this method accepts an array of promises, so we'll be passing an array over here, and we'll pass both of these promises over here, that is promise 1 and promise 2. Okay, and we will be getting a single promise as a result, and we will be using is result as a result. Okay, and we will be console logging this result over here. So as you can see, as both of these promises is been resolving, where we have got two results over here. As you can see, this is a promise, it is array of promise, and there are two results, that is promise 1 is resolved and promise 2 is resolved, because both of these promises are resolving or fulfilled. Okay, now we will be rejecting one of the promises over here. Okay, so as you can see, once we have once one of the promises rejecting we haven't got any sort of result, because the resulting promise from the promise.all is been rejecting, because the promise 2 is got rejected over here, and that's the first characteristic of all promise.all, that is it would only return a resolving promise even if and only if all of the promises that is been passed to promise.all are resolving or fulfilling, and and it won't and it will reject the resulting promise, vice versa. And let's see what happens when we use all settle, promise.all settle, and we can use promise.all settle like so. And as you can see, even if the promise 2 is got rejected, we still got the result, and this time around we have also got the status of the promises as well, and we have got this in term of an object. So we can use promise dot we can use status of both of these promises. So the first promise, for the first promise the status is fulfilled, and for the second promise the status is rejected, and along with that we have also got the value of the fulfilled promise and the reason of the rejected promise over here. So as you can see, we can replicate it over here. Okay, so as you can see, in case of promise.all we haven't got anything, because the one of the promise is been rejecting, and in case of all settled, even if one of the promise is rejecting, we still got the result over here. So now you would be thinking, what scenarios should we use promise.all in, and in what scenarios should we use promise.all settled. So promise.all can be used in scenarios when one promise is dependent on another promise. So if these promises are dependent on each other, in that scenario you should be using promise.all. And in a scenarios where you should the promises are not correlated to each other, that is not dependent on each other, in those scenario you can, or you should use promise.all settled. And that's the biggest difference between these two methods. And yes, that's all about how promise.all and promise.all settled would work, and in which scenarios you should be using these two methods. So that's about it for this particular video. I hope you like this, like it, and if you like, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be seeing in the next one. Thank you.